What's up, y'all? It's your girl Adina, and I am back, y'all, with another video. Now, the title of this video is Being Sexually Unfair. Being sexually unfair. This video is going to be quite interesting, okay? And I gotta talk about this. I gotta make a video about this in particular because this doesn't get talked about, okay? Nobody talks about this. Nobody talks about being sexually unfair, okay? And so here's how I look at it. We all adults, okay? We all most of us be having sex, okay? So we got to talk about it, okay? So if you are somebody who is sexually unfair, take notes. If your significant other, if your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife is sexually unfair, take notes. Share it with them. Share this video with them. Now, y'all, being sexually unfair. Wow. A lot of men and women are sexually unfair. And I'm going to explain it to y'all, okay? When it comes to sex, they expect to get pleased, right? And don't want to please the other person back. Let me say that again, okay? When it comes to sex, they expect to get pleased and don't want to please the other person back. And I'm gonna explain it, okay? A woman can give a man great head, right? All kinds of ways and in different positions, right? But he won't do the same. He won't give his woman head back, you know? And most men are scared to give women head, and they say things like, "Oh, it's not their thing," but expect them to give them all the head in the world, right? So they don't want to give their woman head, but they expect the woman to give him head all the time, every day. Okay? And that's just not right. You are being sexually unfair. Oh, you want to get pleased, but you don't want to please back. Being sexually unfair. And y'all, I gotta say this, okay? I gotta say this. There's nothing wrong with giving your man head or giving your woman head just because you want to, okay? And you love them and you want to show them that from time to time. There's nothing wrong with that at all, okay? If your partner is just giving you great head and is pleasing you every time, then you should feel obligated to do it back to them. Okay? You should give them that same energy back and please them and make them feel good, right? And it's crazy, and a lot of people, y'all, are sexually unfair, and it's sad, you know what I mean? It's sad. Like I said, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with, just wanting to give your significant other head to show them how much you love them and how much you appreciate them. That's cool. But to just do this every time and not get nothing back, something is wrong with that. That's not right. And y'all, I gotta talk about this. This is not being discussed, okay? So many people are sexually unfair. You know? So many people are sexually unfair, y'all. And you want to know what's crazy, y'all? You want to know what's crazy? Women could give men all the great head in the world, but never really get it back. And I'm going to just keep it real, y'all. It's more females giving head than receiving head. And that's just the truth, y'all. And that's just the truth. So we about to take it to the Bible, and I'm going to give y'all some Bible verses relating to being sexually unfair. Because this is deep. Now, y'all, some of y'all probably be thinking, what if I'm too tired? Or what if he don't feel like it? What if she don't feel like it? What if I don't feel like it? What if we just both be tired, too tired to please the other person? But y'all, 1 Corinthians 7:4 says, "The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife." Okay? So this is saying that a husband should satisfy his wife's needs and that a wife should satisfy her husband's needs, okay? That "I'm too tired" crap that y'all be saying and y'all don't feel like it, y'all, it gotta stop. It just gotta stop, okay? Because if y'all are married, just like how, lady, you don't have power of your own body, man, you don't have power of your own body, okay? So that "I'm too tired" stuff has to stop, y'all. And then when they leave you, then when your wife leaves you, then when your husband leaves you, now y'all want to be upset. Now y'all want to cry. And see, y'all, and it's sad because people are actually married to people who are sexually unfair. And that's the sad part. Okay? It ain't even like, you feel me, you in a relationship and y'all just boyfriend and girlfriend and y'all could just leave each other. No. There are people that are married to people who are like this, who are sexually unfair. And that's the sad part. That's the really, really sad part. And y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. People be getting left because of this. That's right. People get left for being sexually unfair. It happens. It happens all the time. People be getting left because they be sexually unfair, y'all. And here's what I gotta say, y'all. I gotta say it. I just gotta say it. What you're too tired to do or don't want to do, someone else will. And y'all, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. But I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about it. What you won't do, somebody else will. And this is why people be getting left. This is why people get left, because they are sexually unfair. And y'all, I gotta say it. I gotta say it. To keep it completely honest with y'all, me as a woman, many women are sexually not satisfied, but they won't say anything about it, y'all. They won't talk about that. They won't say they're not pleased or that their husband or boyfriends don't please them, but most women are not satisfied sexually, and that's why they go looking elsewhere, because they have boyfriends and husbands who are being sexually unfair. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some men who are not sexually satisfied, but majority of the time, most women, it's more women who aren't sexually satisfied than men, y'all. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Okay? And this is why people get left. People get left for being sexually unfair. And I just gotta say it one more time. I gotta say it one more time, man. What you won't do, someone else will. And that's just the truth. Man, dude, if you don't want to give your girlfriend or your wife great head, another man will. Lady, if you don't want to give your husband or your boyfriend great head and please them in bed, another woman will. And this is why people get left, y'all. This is exactly why. Okay? And it's just the truth, man. People got to start being more sexually fair, man. People got to start pleasing each other. People got to start giving back the same energy that they receive. Okay? People just got to start being fair and communicate. See, another reason why this is happening is because people don't communicate about it. People aren't communicating and talking about this amongst one another. And that's sad, because communication is key. You all have to be able to talk about stuff like this. And see, and this is why I'm doing this video, because nobody talks about this. Nobody talks to their significant other about them being sexually unfair. There are so many wives and husbands and boyfriends, girlfriends being sexually unfair, y'all, and it's just not right. It's not right. If you putting out energy like this and you not getting the same back, it's not right. If you're being sexually fair, you should get sexually fair back. And I just got to do this video, y'all, because we adults. We adults. We adults. So stuff like this needs to get talked about. Again, take notes. Share this video with your friends, with your husband, with your wife, and and talk about this. People got to start communicating about stuff like this. Being sexually unfair. And y'all, there are a lot of people who are sexually unfair, y'all. And I just got to talk about it, okay? I got to talk about it. Now, y'all, we going to take it back to the Bible, okay? We going to take it back to the Bible, because me being spiritual, I love the Word of God. I love reading the Bible. I love doing stuff like this, and I'm spiritual, okay? So I have knowledge of a lot of stuff, and I got to talk about the stuff people don't want to talk about. I got to talk about the stuff people are afraid to talk about, okay? And this is one of them. People aren't talking about being sexually unfair. So let's take it back to the Bible, y'all. 1 Corinthians 7:5 says, "Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer." Let me say that again. Fasting and prayer. And come together again, that Satan tempts you not for your incontinency. Powerful. That's some powerful stuff, y'all. That's some powerful stuff. Okay, y'all. So this is basically saying that you shouldn't deprive your husband or wife of sex. You shouldn't deprive them of their needs, except for when you all are fasting and praying. And y'all, in case y'all didn't know, y'all really shouldn't be doing that stuff, being freaky and nasty when y'all are fasting and praying. Okay? You're not supposed to be having sex while you're fasting and praying, okay? So that's what this is saying. Don't deprive your husband or wife except for when you are fasting and praying. And then after you all fast and pray, you all come back together again. You all can be intimate again, so Satan doesn't tempt you, so he doesn't, have you out here having sex with just anything, okay? So after, you all fast, don't deprive each other of sex, but except for when you all fast and pray. And then after you all fast and pray, come together again. Come be intimate again. So that's what that's saying, don't deprive each other of each other's needs. And don't be sexually unfair. Please each other. Make each other feel good. Do unto others as you would have done to you. If your significant other, your husband or your wife, your boyfriend or your girlfriend is pleasing you, you do the same. If you're getting great head and feeling good, then you make sure your partner is feeling good. You make sure you give them great, amazing head. Ain't none of that too tired, or you don't feel like it, or you want her to do it more, or you want him to do it more. No, that's being sexually unfair. And again, what you won't do, someone else will. And this is why, y'all, people get left. This is why people be getting cheated on. I just got to keep it real, because they're sexually unfair. How are you pleased? How are you feeling good and your significant other ain't pleased and ain't feeling good? That just ain't right, man. And this needs to get talked about. People got to stop being sexually unfair, man. It's time to start doing right by other people. Okay? It's time to start getting the same energy back that you give. And that's fair. That's being fair. That's just being fair. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with, just spontaneously giving your significant other head because you just want to and you just love them. There's nothing wrong with that. But this shouldn't be happening all the time as to where you give head and you really don't receive it in return. That's being sexually unfair, y'all, and that's not right. Okay, that's not right. That's not right. So I'm gonna give y'all one more Bible verse on being sexually unfair, related to this, okay? Ephesians 5:28 says, "So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself." Okay? So treat your wife's body as if it's yours, okay? If, like I said, if she's pleasing you and giving you great head and making you feel good, do that to her as well, because you are coming together. You all are one. Okay? So y'all both gotta be fair and y'all both gotta be equal when it comes to being intimate, Make each other feel good, and wanted and loved, and, be fair. Be fair, Be fair, y'all. And it's sad to say there are a lot of people who are sexually unfair. A lot of people are married to people who are sexually unfair, and that's the sad part, That's the sad part, man. For real. That's the sad part, People got to start communicating about this. People have to start talking about being sexually unfair because it happens and it's still happening. Some people are just afraid to speak up about it, but you have to speak up. You have to speak up and you have to communicate. If you're not satisfied, then say that. If you think your significant other is being sexually unfair, tell them that and say that and let them know. Okay? This stuff needs to get talked about. This stuff needs to get talked about. And y'all, I gotta say this. Sex is not the problem. It's who you have it with. Oh yes, and that is deep. That is very deep. Let me say that again. Take notes on this. Sex is not the problem. It's who you have it with. Okay? And I gotta say this, y'all. A lot of people are having sex with the wrong people. Yep. Yep. And then you got some people who are having sex with the right person, but that's uncommon. Most people are having sex with the wrong person. Okay? And y'all, pleasure goes both ways, but like I said, sex is not the problem, it's who you have it with. And people are having sex with the wrong people, with people who are being sexually unfair. Okay? That's the problem. Sex is not the problem, it's who you have it with. Right? And then you got soul ties and all this other stuff, but that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother topic, okay? Soul ties. But, sex is not the problem, it's who you have it with. Okay? People got to stop being sexually unfair, man. If y'all gonna have sex and do your thing and make love and be intimate, then do it. But be fair about it. Be real about it. Okay? And like I said, most people, y'all, are having sex with the wrong person, with the wrong people. And, then you got some people who are having sex with the right person, but like I said, that's uncommon. What's more common is people having sex with the wrong people, and that's people who are cursed and witches and got curses on them and, the soul ties. But like I said, You know, well, soul ties is a whole nother video, so I might do another video on soul ties. But y'all, this stuff is very real. It's very deep. And I want you all to take this stuff very serious, okay? Take this stuff serious, y'all. It's no joke. It's no joke. Being sexually unfair is not right. And I just had to do this video, y'all, because this needs to get talked about, man. This needs to get talked about. People need to talk about being sexually unfair, okay? There are a lot of people who are being sexually unfair to this day. It happens. And this is why people get left, man. This is why people get left. So I had to do this video. I might do another video on soul ties and stuff because it's deep. It's deep. And like I said, sex ain't the problem. It's who you have it with. And that is the truth. So with all that being said, y'all, it's your girl Adina. And this is my video of being sexually unfair. So I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day, y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video.